All right, today's assignment is pretty simple. It is a worksheet called the British Raj. So on this weekly agenda, you're going to click and you're going to get to this week's agenda. Pretty simple right there. Don't forget to do the attendance link. Last week we had some of you guys forget to do that. Our attendance went down. It's not like it went down, but the people who filled it out went down. You did the work, and so we went back and corrected it yesterday. But don't forget to do attendance every day. It seems like Tuesday was really good, Wednesday was and then Thursday was the worst one of them all. So don't forget, every day you do need to click on the attendance link up there and get that done. For this week, we got bell work, 29, you have the British Rule or British Raws, and then you have Gandhi Timeline, which I'll introduce tomorrow. We're going to do two parts of that. So we're going to do part one Wednesday, part two, which is going to a website and doing something with what you did on Wednesday. So using what you did Wednesday to complete it on Thursday. So today, the British Rules or the British Raj, two different things, or the same thing, but over the two different parts to it. So there's a worksheet and a PDF you have to download. It also can be found here. All right, so you have the PDF and then hopefully it's the right one. I'm going to double check because I had to change it up. So I'll re-update that one if the on this one's not working. But use this one right now because this is the one I've edited for our remote learning sessions. So let's first get over bell work. Okay, we're going to talk about subcontinent, karma, nationalism, and fast. Now, fast is not to eat, not like as in I am a fast person. I have fast speed. Okay, it's not to eat. So that's Gandhi, nationalism, talking about the patriotic, kind of the feeling of pride for your country. Karma, we've kind of talked about it already, good things, bad things, hence with Gandhi. And then subcontinent, because we're talking about India. India is a subcontinent. Technically, they're Asians because they're part of Asian continent, but they're so different, completely different than when we think of Asians. So that's why we kind of consider it its own continent, even though it's part of Asia. So that's where that comes from. Tomorrow I'll go over must-haves and examples. And then Thursday we'll go over pictures, and you guys will submit that for me. Okay, so let's go over the British Rule. Here it is. This is the correct one. Like I said, I've updated it. So if you get something that doesn't look like this, make sure you download the correct one, or let me know and I can get you the correct one. So first one's simple enough. Just find definitions to the PDF. Okay, definitions can be found right there. Simple enough. Just vocabulary over what you're going to be reading a little bit, so you understand what's going on. So this whole article that you're reading, this PDF, is all about how the British came over and tried to take over India. Just like they did in Africa, they were coming over and trying to get resources, and they did it by any means necessary. So what they did is they just started to kind of come in and use their military, because they were one of the best militaries at the time, and just force people into doing things, okay? And so this article goes over it. As you see, it's a mixed blessing. Some people liked it, and some people didn't. And I kind of want to hear your opinion on it as you read this, because I'm going to ask you questions about it. So the first one is just simple. Tell me what these are, okay? So just give me the definitions. Pretty simple and easy to find. Most of them can be found, okay, on the side. See vocabulary there. Okay, so you can be able to find those pretty simple and easy. So that's just one point of it. Next one. The big idea. Okay, I have it right here, so you don't need the article, but you can just read it here. After 10 centuries of alien occupation and a century of struggle, the Indian people regained their independence. Who do they refer to as alien in this? Okay, so what is the alien in this kind of sentence or in this kind of small big idea? Okay, that's what I want you to answer there is, who are they referring to as the Indian? Or who's the alien? Okay, so just make sure you understand it's not the Indian people, okay, because they're struggling with the alien people. So what do they mean by alien? And no, it does not mean from outer space. Okay. The next one, this small little thing, if you live there, this is what I mean. It's a mixed feeling when it comes to the British in there. So the sepoy, it just means soldier. So read this and tell me, what would you do in this situation? Okay. It's going to give you a situation. Okay. You had to do two things. One, against your religion, and the other is to then protest. So would you be someone who would go against your own religion, or would you protest? And tell me why. Just so right here, number 11, just kind of read this and tell me, what would you do in this situation? I mean, these Indian people were forced into it. They had to do this. So what would you do in this situation? Imagine someone coming over from a different country and forcing you to do something that you don't want to do. Are you going to allow that, or are you going to fight back and know that you might have some problems if you fight back? So just tell me what you think you would do here in this situation. And then the last one, here's where you're going to do the reading. Now, this PDF is long. You do not have to read all of it. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to scroll down to where it says the British Raj. Okay, so this is the area I want you reading. I have different questions kind of for you to answer. Who are they? What did they do to the textiles of India, which is a major impact to India? What happened to India's agriculture and why? And then how did the people of India respond to them? Okay, all this can be found in each pretty much paragraph. Okay, so just this part of it, I want you to read and understand what the British people actually did to India. And this is what caused Gandhi to really come back to India and start protesting them. Okay, so we can't really understand why he protests and understand the timeline of his events unless we know the cause. Okay, cause and effect. We know he is going to protest them, but why did he protest the British rule? Well, we have to read what the British people were doing first. So just read this part of the PDF, answer the questions. Okay, there's conspiracies there, there's a whole bunch of things, there's famines there. This is what I want you to do when it comes to the last one. All right, so when you get down to this does need to be in somewhat of a paragraph form for me. If you're looking at the points, this is worth 7 points. It's going to be 1 point for this, 1 point for this one because it's pretty simple and easy. Okay, this is the majority of your points right here. This is 3, and then this is worth 2. So 5 points is going to be this question, C and D. Okay, so majority of your points are going to be here because I want you to explain what's going on. I want you to understand what the British people were doing to India that caused Gandhi to come up and do the things he did. Okay, you shouldn't need to go to Google or anything to answer this. It's all right there in the PDF. Okay, so do not go to Google, do not copy and paste things because you can just read it here. I mean, just start here in the new government, read through this. Okay, it's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paragraphs. It's not even that long. So just read this and see what the British people did to India, and then you will understand the questions and you can answer that. Okay, once you get this British rule worksheet, okay, then go ahead and turn it in. If you have any questions on any of this, just let me know. Either IM me or email me. Okay, I've had a lot of people in the past have problems with this question, not understanding alien. Okay, think about it. If you're from India and you're the people of India, who would they consider to be alien? Okay, this one is just kind of your opinion, so just give me your best opinion, and then this one obviously is with the reading. So if you just do the reading, you'll be able to find the answers pretty quickly. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording and get questions.